Hi, Rose. It seems like that. We're pulling for Columbina again. I'm just focused on getting her. Her weapon can come later. Oh! Well, I guess we have funds for the weapon.
Rose underscore of underscore midnight says, as long as you are not swiping.
Oh, that's why.
Rose underscore of underscore midnight says, oh,
You can call me Columbina.
Salim23 says, you didn't even need to swipe. Rose underscore of underscore midnight says, guess that works.
You don't know.
Rose
You don't
underscore
know.
of underscore midnight says, X.
You don't know. You don't know how tough the weapon is gonna be.
Salim23 says, you don't need weapons ever.
Yes, you do if you want her at her max capacity for C0.
Salin23 says, with that logic you need C6, E5. Salin23 says, R5.
You don't need C6R5, but it's more like C0. If you gotta get C0, then you might as well go for the. Let's go back to. Let's see if we can level her up. And how far?
Rose underscore of underscore midnight says, here is a crazy idea. What if the game didn't try to make you gamble for 2 things per character? Jenna Fernan underscore says,
I know.
yeah, hey, pretty 3.
By the eternal
Jenna
moon.
Fernan underscore says, how are you doing today?
I'm alright. A bit tired, but I'm alright.
Jenna Fernan underscore says, hope your stream going great.
My stream is going alright. Oh wait, this boss. Oh, this is gonna be fun! I'm gonna fight it once to see how difficult it is.
Jenna Fernan underscore says, your stream popped up and vibe is so chill less than 3.
Thank you. Also, welcome to the stream right away. I forgot to say that. Let's see if we can. Stop!
Jenna Fernan underscore says, most welcome Ebru Hime.
You just call me Ebru. You don't need to use my full username. Because I know how hard
Rose
are
underscore midnight says, Gods, it feels weird to not have any feeling in half my mouth.
Did you go to the dentist?
Rose underscore midnight says, yeah, just had a wisdom tooth removed.
Oh.
Rose underscore midnight says, I will be in a lot of pain in about 2 hours. 3.
Yikes.
Jenna Fernan underscore says, what kind of games you like to play beside this one amazing game, less than 3?
Honka Sora Naraka, we're now started with Pokemon. CA, Final Fantasy 14.
Jenna Fernan underscore says, these are all great games, and I think you spend most of your time streaming.
I try to. But I also like to play games with others. It's, just ground. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Jenna Fernan underscore says, BTW, your channel looks really so clean, less than 3.
Thank you. All the art is made by me.
Jenna Fernan underscore says, I work with a small design team, so I always notice stream aesthetics, haha.
I really went too far off the deep end. What's that?
Hold the line.
Jenna Fernan underscore says, I am professional graphics designer. I create logos, emotes, banners, intros, outros, 2D, 3D models, thumbnails for streamers.
Oh, that's amazing.
Jenna Fernan underscore says, would you like to see my great work pretty?
No, I'm good. I've been kind of hit with a lot of artists lately.
Jenna Fernan underscore says, I have great things for your channel. Rose underscore of underscore midnight says, I'm just going to be blunt. Are you trying to sell your service?
I think they are. Rose, you know what to do.
Rose underscore of underscore midnight says,
No,
bonk.
also close. Yeah, bonk. It's automatic made responses.
Breathtaking. Let's move out.
Who's throwing stuff at me? Is it Ravel? Where's Ravel?
Raphael Cormo says, Hagith Hugh Ebru Hope all is well today.
Everything was well today. I'm just trying to find this boss so I can fight it for Columbina.
Raphael Cormo says, nice, nice.
Look at this dumb teleporter I have
Raphael
never...
Cormo says, I'll be lurking.
Alright.
Allow me.
So let's see how tough this thing is.
Incoming.
Slim head.
Oh, it one-shots my characters.
Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Right idea from life. Hold the line. A brash maneuver. Allow me. Must learn from my mistakes.
Okay, I need to do this one lower level.
Rest and rebuild.
Okay, let's continue on with the story. I need 12 more of these to get it to the fucking.
Dilek1986 says, Ever G moot not wel kleeding ens passen dit G dat wheat.
Ja, dat weet ik.
Ethios says, I hope that you have an impactful day. Coden a meetham spop.
Hi, Evias, and thank you, Evias.
I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian. Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Zolnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings. Unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Unlikely. It was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday. Anyway, I'll keep exploring.
Hi, River. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu. I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
They didn't sign their name, but they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Felindis was tied up with something and couldn't make it. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good. But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
Felindis. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that? I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind of thing I like to eat.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Conria don't have many options when it comes to dining.
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it and keep it somewhere safe.
Making a big purchase. I wonder what it is. He really is a professional. No wonder he's so good at covering his tracks. Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard. Did Rary rip it out himself?
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool. The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled. It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could...
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. Why would he go to the trouble of hiding that? The burial place of a fallen moon.
Reverie, over here.
Dane! Oh, and, Vediflin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Hello there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside of court.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Well, I'm flattered.
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now. A member of the King's Guard.
Camito_SW0 admin says,
Quite the
oh my
cover
god,
story.
it's Gallagher.
Does the king himself even know?
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
If Gallagher had that much eyeliner slash eyeshadow, then damn.
Me? Same old, nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Fed?
It's nothing.
Camito_SW0 admin says, also the
Dainsleif's
stream
elder
is
brother.
frozen.
Renowned throughout the court.
How's this
Rose
breeze?
underscore of
The
underscore
visionary,
midnight says,
and said to
that's
possess a
why I
wisdom
felt
far
like
beyond
I
the reach of
recognized
any
him.
ordinary man.
Stream is frozen? How's that possible?
And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me.
Camito_SW0
It seems to be fine
admin
for
says,
me.
Chad, is it just me? Camito_SW0 admin says, okay, never mind. Salim23 says, stream is normal for me. Camito_SW0 admin says, it's just me.
Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades? Why did he react so strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes.
Camito_SW0 admin says, man ... Gallagher as a teenager looks crazy.
Perfectly normal. No different from anyone else.
I would call this teenager.
As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something...
Gallagher looks like he's about in his 30s. This would look like he's about his 20s.
Rose_of
back early.
midnight says, a teenager talking about his marriage while drinking bows checks out ...
Our equipment's being
Subly.
serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been? Aw, why the long face? Is something the
And
matter?
it didn't work out.
Has your
That
boss
seems
been
also
giving you a
quite a
hard time
Gallagher's character.
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vediflin
Oh, wow.
showed up today, too. You know, Dainsleif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedifilnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Dainsleif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You can be such a child sometimes, Revier. We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Revier. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to
Dilek
me.
1986 says, Abru 10 of 15 Minzi and we do. Dilek 1986 says, Dis dat je niet schrikt als we deur open done.
That's good.
So, you do remember. Tell me then. What's your answer?
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
Oh, she's making him wait for his proposal. No! Girl, if you are not sure you want to marry this man, then do not! If you are, like, inclined to be with joy when he proposed to you, that means you were not expecting it, you were not thinking about it, and then now you have to think about it, and then you have to decide. But then the question is like, were you even are you even in the face of life to fucking get married?
Alright. Take your time. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Nobodies. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner
ETI
circle.
says, fucking get married,
Whatever I do
Abru
won't make much
Himatu 0 to
difference.
6.
Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything.
Or don't! That's what I
Rose
said!
underscore of
And
underscore
the purge of the
midnight says,
crimson moon
either get
bloodline
married or
grows
turn him down.
ever more intense.
Pick one!
Rose underscore of underscore midnight says, pick one.
That's what I'm saying, pick one! It should not be taking a while to know what you want.
ETI
That's...
says, what about a semi-marriage? Kira Cupre.
Semi-marriage? It doesn't exist.
The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it.
That's what they're currently doing, living
There
together.
were no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace? Thalendis?
Rhaegar Solanari.
It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
See? You just need to stay positive, Revere. I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelindis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Relax. I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner.
That is okay. Can I just say that's kind of fucked up? That's kind of messed up. If you don't know if you want to marry this man, don't make him your dance partner to a ball.
Rose _ of _midnight says, this feels like manipulation.
It does! Rare, just go away from her.
Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
No, they are not! You are such a young little thing! Rare is a serious one! You are not thinking this seriously true!
Alright. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Vinster King's Guard. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do. Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work? Let's dig a little deeper.
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rerir of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon, and 67 accomplices.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Vinster King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity. Conria has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth.
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance, and that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
Be honest with her! Tell her, baby, come here. We need to talk about serious things right now. Okay, so you know how I've been telling you about the job that I've been doing? Yeah, that's not true. I have been ordered to do something very horrible, something very painful, something very strenuous for the king himself. I am an executioner. There, you go. You did it! Just tell them! Why is it in fiction always like so hard to tell people? It's like when in fiction people keep their disabilities a secret because they don't want to fucking be noticed or something.
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. Take care, Rayhir of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
Thanks, Thorkel. You look after yourself, too. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things you cannot know. The Moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will.
Rayhir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir's reaction. Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like. I've investigated this whole area now. There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try somewhere else? Wait a second. What's this black smoke?
So, he's late after all. Just you wait, Rayhir. You're in for it. Big time.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying. May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out. Not long ago, the Rayhir of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rayhir, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Simple. It's because...
How strange. Rayhir was nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to Thelindis. Rayhir couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rarir's fragment to spy directly on his memories?
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that was amazing! We're not worthy. We're not worthy! I gotta admit, though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
I'm just as curious as you are. But the ceremony only allows for limited time inside. That's all we can see for now. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay too. Especially the group with the Traveler. Their mission is a risky one. Let's hope it's all going smoothly.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay.
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked. Oh, that's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rare. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again. Oh, guess you're right. All right, time.
I think we're gonna leave it here.
Oh, they've been prowling around. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the area. Oh, that's never. If they spot us, they'll run straight back. Oh.
Okay, I will try to do this part and then.
Quick, hide! We almost got spotted. Phew, that was a close call. Watch out! They're coming this way!
Okay, we will need to have a fucking.
They've been prowling around for nearly 2.
We will need to have a fucking map for this. Anyways, I need to fix closing because my mom is and my dad's 50-year anniversary dinner's tomorrow. So I need to get situation on clothing. I found someone we can raid. I will see you all Saturday for the collab. Maybe I might stream later tonight. I don't know yet. We'll see. I might stream later tonight. For now, I have
Mama
to do
Hein
shit.
says, every white komen.
Is goed, ik ben al klaar. Ik ben nu aan het dingen klaarzetten. And I will see you either guys tonight or Saturday. Until then, bye bye.